I just want to take a shower.
Flying
J has showers.
Flying J. Yeah, they got showers. This doe-eyed little long-haired skinny kid in a truck stop, and then I hear the voice. You want a shower? I'll get you a shower. And I turn around and there's an 8-foot tall, 900-pound man behind me saying he's gonna pay for my shower.
Hey, what's up, everybody? What's going on? I am Kevin McLaughlin. This is the Riffs and
Rhythms Podcast, and I'm Paul Robinson, brother.
Ooh, got the Wolfman Jack action going on tonight.
Oh, I thought I was like, Hulk Hogan, maybe.
Oh, Hulk Hogan?
Or snap into. Oh, I fucked that. No, Randy Macho Man Savage.
Yeah,
sorry. I got them all mixed up.
Rando, raunchy man, savage.
Yeah.
Insert your favorite wrestler name here.
I was too poor to be able to afford the pay-per-view for WWF, so I had to watch the knockoff wrestling called Rando Savage.
Rando, raunchy.
Rando.
Snap into a Slim Jim.
Yeah, snap into a Slim Jim.
So here we are on episode
95.
I can't believe it.
I know.
95 episodes.
5 more go, the big 100.
I know. We've got an impending deadline, and we've done nothing to prepare.
Oh,
Yes.
fuck. What are you going to do?
We got other deadlines to deal with. What is this 100 coming up so fast for?
So, it's just in a few weeks here. 5 more weeks.
Yeah.
And I mean, and these kinds of things are relative. So you've probably felt like it's taken forever to get from 0 to 100. And the worst part is you're gonna realize in a minute, like next month, you're gonna be at number 200, and you got to do something for that.
For sure.
Oh,
and then it's a month to 200. It's gonna be like a week, and then you're at 300. So you got to start planning this shit way.
We got to start planning episode 1,000.
Well, hold on. First, let's introduce back to the podcast here. He just jumped right in head first into the kiddie pool.
Welcome back.
Kiddie pool.
I don't. Well,
We've got
I
one.
didn't mean
The
to
Riffs and Rhythms
you
Kid
guys start
Zone?
talking about
yeah, the
stuff
Kid Zone. Yes, that's right.
over at the kiddie table.
Yeah.
Here.
The Kid Zone, the Riffs and Rhythms Festival Kid Zone, sponsored by Satan's Taint.
The man putting the ass in Douglas.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Do you have any merch that has that? Because that's got to be merch, bro.
I will do that for my next round of merch, and I wish I'd I should have brought a shirt or a sticker for you guys next time.
Good. All good. Yeah.
Welcome back, Adam.
It's good to be back.
Thanks for coming.
And you can always come back. We do encourage people to hang out. As you see the 20 people standing in the back there, drinking all my booze.
No, that's why I've been so that's why I was so quiet in the first one. Last time, I didn't realize that there was going to be like 30 people watching me speak extemporaneously. So I was kind of
performance pressure, right?
Yeah. Now I'm a little more comfortable, and
because you're a little.
Adam, we love you.
Never do such a thing.
Yeah, for episode 1,000, we'll have we'll be able to increase the price of the VIP live experience here at Riffs and Rhythms.
That's right. To
$1,000.
That's right. Yeah,
per
because
episode.
it's currently. Come back next week and hang out. Brian and his
For episode
band,
200.
his sweet release. Brian Shaw will be.
He's here next week. Right.
Yeah.
That's great. Yes.
Yeah. Even if you want to come hang out,
He's such a great cat.
Be part of the crazy.
Make him feel comfortable and just stare at him the whole time.
Say, look at his shoes. Look at all those red shoes.
I know his red shoes. Hopefully he'll wear his red shoes.
Did he steal them from? Did he steal them from Dorothy?
Those are the tennis shoe
no
versions.
place like home.
Yeah, they had two versions when they were making the costume. They had the formal Dorothy, which was the tablecloth dress and the ruby slippers, or it was going to be like a romper and the red tennis shoes.
Huh.
So they went with the ruby slippers.
Yeah, makes
and
sense.
That is what we got to come up with something, because like my hilarious history series on.
Red Dot liquor stores.
I have this
Red Dot liquor.
I have this thing where I just
back and watch
make up
a couple
historical
episodes.
facts on the fly, and they're not even remotely close to realistic.
Like the red lining in New York City in the 1980s, followed by the red squaring in New York City today.
I think I'm mixing things up here. So what Kevin, though, is saying is he's a fountain of bullshit historical information.
So what does that have to do with
Yes.
Brian Shaw?
Well, we were talking about the red tennis shoes.
Well, speaking of bullshit,
Everywhere. Everywhere
No,
Brian goes, he
we-
wears red tennis shoes.
Yes.
And nobody knows why. And the whole spiel about Dorothy's red tennis shoes is
just
not
really-
real.
He just really wants to go home at all times.
That's right.
Yeah, he's just
Click my heels.
he's clicking his heels.
And he gets off the stage and doesn't have to do the load in or load out. Click, and he's home.
Oh,
There's no place like loadout. There's no place like loadout.
that's what I'm saying during every gig that I'm playing. Oh, there's no place like loadout. There's no place like loadout.
Shit, I can't wait to get the parallel park this trailer and van and blow a fucking tire.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you get only that rest if you watch last week's episode.
I love seeing those
Tune into
memes.
last week's episode.
I've seen a lot of those meme videos where it's like small local band showing up to set up for their gig, and it's like the drummer carrying in all his drum kit, the guitar and bassist are like bringing amps and pedals and stuff, and then the singer is just like walking in with nothing, just with a smile on his face and sunglasses on. He's just like pulling up.
Showing up late.
You know,
Showing up late.
you know. To be fair,
Are you that guy?
yes, absolutely. Always.
No. He brings his own
that's
microphone.
The putting the ass into Douglas thing that I was mentioning in our last episode. This is what I'm talking about here. Now, to be fair, you know, the guitar player, all they got to bring is the guitar and the amp and maybe a pedal board. You know, drummers, I feel for you guys. You got the whole kit and everything. Bass player, bass amp, bass. You know, saxophone player, just the sax. These singers, they got to bring that whole fucking PA system, man.
Yeah, that would be cool.
You know, well, I mean, unless the gig is backlined, like
The problem with
that fine
with
established
most lead
Northwood art
singers,
music.
with the problem with most lead singers is there's no room for the gear in the truck with them because their ego fills the whole vehicle.
Fucking lead singers.
You heard the one about the lead singer where you know they're doing the tune and the lead guitar player is doing his solo and everything, and you know it's getting time to come back in for the final verse, and the lead singer, you can't think what's the last verse, and so he leans into the guitar player. He's like, hey, what's the first line of the last verse? You know, you get the first line, you're usually good for the rest of the verse. Guitar player's like, I don't know. leans over the bass player.
His
Like,
job.
hey, what's the first line of the last verse? Bass player's like, I don't know. Leans over to the drummer. He's like, hey, what's the first line of the last verse? Drummer's like, what song is this?
That's good. That's a new one. You can
He's
add
too
to
busy
your-
counting.
Yeah, right. Yeah. That fucking math rock will do it to you all the time. I think there's division in there somewhere.
Come on, man. It's like a bar of 3/4 at the end of the phrase. It's not math. I was expecting like these complicated things like, you know, 13 divided by pi 4. X cosine tangent to 4 time signature.
Are we playing
Yeah.
22 over
That's
7?
a Robert Fripp song, I'm sure.
No, it's just a bunch of bars of 4 and they end it on like an extra beat.
That'd be great if you can
it,
just
like-
bust on somebody and say, yeah, we're playing 22 over 7. Oh, pi.
That exists. That exists.
I'm tired of
I
these.
knew,
Yeah,
I knew a bass player.
The
I knew a
measure
bass
never
player.
ends because it's a transcendental number.
Tired of these blood pressure ass tempos.
I knew a
Time
bass player
signatures.
whose time was so bad. I just said, "All right, this one's in pi 4."
Oh, you mentioned food, so he was right on it.
Yeah.
Which that's a perfect segue into my favorite bass player joke. What's the difference between a bass player and an extra large pizza?
I don't want to steal your thunder here.
You know the answer.
The large pizza can feed a family of 4.
That is correct.
What did the drummers say? Oh wait, no, I messed that up. Did you hear about the drummer that locked his keys in the car?
There's a drummer that has a car?
It took him an hour to get the bass player out.
Oh! That is hilarious.
And these jokes, guys, you can interchange any musician. We're not
Yeah,
ragging
yeah.
on any particular instrument.
What's your one
We
about the-
rag on it. We have a lot of self hate in general. So
Well,
Yeah.
How many sound engineers does it take to screw in a light bulb?
13, one to do
None.
it.
You
None,
need a
he doesn't
lighting.
do lighting.
Yeah, they don't do lighting. I was going to say. How do you tell when the drum riser's level?
drool coming out of both sides of the drummer's mouth?
Yeah, I think Adam's been around.
What's the one? There's the how do you get a guitar player to turn down?
We all know that one.
You put sheet music in front of them. How do you get a keyboard player to turn down? you take the sheet music away.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
That's it.
So, yeah. So,
So anyway,
Well, here's a.
now that we've gotten that out of the way,
we've heard
Now that
the-
we've made enemies with every musician,
No, here's one that not everybody's heard, and I'm surprised of. How does a lead singer change a light bulb?
they don't. They just put their arm in the air, and the whole world revolves around them.
Yeah, that's it.
I like that.
oh man. So
And then the light bulb, the guitar joke for light bulbs is, how many guitar players does it take to screw in a light bulb? 6. One of them puts it in, and then the other 5 go, I could have done that a lot faster.
I have a carbon copy of the same punchline. My punchline is 13, 1 to do it, and it doesn't say they can do it better.
Yeah.
And it's the same punchline, different ingredients.
adds it in there. So
It's a ravioli versus a taco. You've got a carb and you've got some meat filling it. It's the same fucking thing.
Wow, we're back to food again.
Yeah. Yeah, the only difference between Mexican and Italian is that the carbs are soft in Italian. They're not crunchy.
I don't know. You can get some fried ravioli,
Well, sort of.
but it's not the same.
Not the same. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
A calzone is usually kind of crunchy. Pizza, good pizza crust has a nice crunch to it.
It ruins the joke when you explain it away.
I just want a good taco right now, man. That's all.
It is Tuesday.
It is right. Yeah, it's
I
Tuesday.
mean
You've been programmed by marketing to want tacos on Tuesday.
No, I just found a place right by my house. There's this amazing taco place. It's a hole in the wall. You would not think anything of it if you drove past it. When you walk in, it looks like it hasn't been renovated since 1988, and it probably hasn't been. But holy shit, I got the California burrito there on Saturday afternoon, and I had a religious experience.
You haven't stopped shitting
burrito.
since.
Oh, my. Yes.
I was praying to the porcelain gods. No, it was amazing.
He's using lidocaine on his rectum because it hurts when he goes poop.
Diaper rash.
It burns worse on the way out.
Yo, my friend that's a nurse messaged me randomly during the episode and said, "Bro, this patient has HIV, syphilis, and chlamydia, and the CT scan shows that he has an inflamed anus."
Oof.
So she just says, "I fucking bet."
So much for HIPAA.
Yeah, right.
Well, we don't know who this person is. We don't know who this person is.
That's true.
Oh my
That's
god.
true.
Terrible.
What was the meme that I saw? It was like from your local emergency room. Things just don't accidentally get into your ass.
That's the excuse. People always say, "Oh, I slipped and fell on the light bulb."
What was the rounded? The Corona has released a rounded bottom beer bottle, so that you can more easily stab it into the sand, and it's shaped like something it's an emergency room doctor's nightmare.
Oh yeah, those things can break and cause
And
anal leakage.
Yeah, you don't want something breaking like that.
Yeah,
You ever seen?
Inside of your significant other.
Here's an internet deep cut.
That'll
Well,
make
a
you
lot
the
of people
most
know about
interesting
it, but
man in the
You ever seen? I hope this doesn't make it into the clip, but you ever heard of One Man, One Jar?
If it's anything like two girls, one cup, I don't want anything to do with this.
Well, you're on the right track.
no. I've purposely never looked that up.
Well, I'm going to tell you about it.
Oh, good.
One Man, One Jar is a legendary.
Are we keeping this in the show? Or
Yes.
we can cut okay.
No, this is staying in.
Oh,
One Man, One Jar is a legendary internet video of a man. All you see him is from like the shins up or shins down. He just walks into the camera frame. You just see his feet basically, and he squats down onto a glass jar into his anus, and it shatters and breaks. And you hear it. You can hear and you can visibly see like bloody shards coming out. And then he's very silent and stoic the whole time. Doesn't make any
is
noise.
it necessary for us to know about this?
Yes.
Are you sure?
what regard?
Are you
Hey, we're
sure
already
about
talking
that?
about anuses and stuff.
Where do you go to see a
while
video
we're
like
here,
this?
While we're
Oh
here,
my!
Live
While we're
link.
here, there's this prank that's going
Well,
around.
it's spacious down here in the gutter.
TikTok. This is in the TikTok sphere. It's gradually making its way over to Instagram. You'll probably see it in Facebook in another month or so, where you have in a department store, say a Target or a Macy's or something like that, a very concerned person runs up to an employee like, "Oh my God, my friend is stuck in the bathroom. Please, can you help him? Can you help them?" And like, "Oh my God, yeah." And then the whole the security, the staff, they're coming to the bathroom, and there's someone in the in the stall, and they crawl underneath to get the person out. The poor person in the stall is just like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Oh. Oh.
As they're not part of the joke.
No.
Oh, man.
That is hilarious.
Isn't that like what they do when people are gaming and they call the SWAT team?
Swatting.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't
they're
think those
squatting. They're squatting. Oh, man.
Swatting earns you charges.
Man, that's why I'm never going in that stall, man. It's like that, everyone's afraid of what pops underneath the...
This is why you don't poop in public.
That's right, because you're in a very prone... It's like, what was the movie? Zombieland. Zombieland, right?
There was a time back when I was in high school where it was the end of the day and I was about to go home, but on my way out the door, I hit the restroom and go to, take a deuce, and some kids come in that are...
Why are you taking a
practice.
deuce? Are you giving a deuce, right?
I'm giving it. Yeah, I'm giving the deuce to the toilet. Giving it away. These kids come in that are like getting ready for soccer practice, and they start fighting, and then they pause for a second because they realize somebody's in the stall, me, and they're like, they knock on it, and they're like, "Yo, if we fight, are you going to tell anybody?" And I'm like, "I don't give a shit. I don't care." So they just go at it. I'm just sitting there pooping, and I'm listening to these kids like fist fighting and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
All that in a show, too.
Yeah, I didn't get to see it though.
Oh, well.
It was all over by the time I walked out.
His imagination.
Okay, so before we move on, can I tell a rather lengthy bathroom-oriented joke that also has to do with music, so we can maybe circle back to the music topic?
Bathroom-related
Is this
music humor.
Tales from the Road?
Well, stranger things have happened.
Are you
than
giving
this.
an MVP to the guy who helped give you the toilet paper?
Oh, my goodness.
So I heard a story about this piano player who was looking for some gigs, and he's looking through the classifieds, trying to find stuff. Sees this ad that says solo jazz piano wanted for upscale hotel lounge. Sees the ad, circles it. Oh, this is perfect. So he drives down to this hotel. It's a really high end place. He's talking to the manager, and manager's like, "All right, well, cool, man. Why don't sit down at the piano, play a few things. Let's see what you got." And so the piano player sits down. He starts playing, and it is the most ridiculous solo jazz piano that this guy has ever heard in his entire life. And he's like, "Wow, you're incredible, dude. Was that a standard? Was that an original? What was that?" And the piano player says, "Yeah, that's a tune I wrote. It's called Piss Just Dripped Down My Leg." And the hotel manager, he's like, "Okay, we'll play another one. Let's see what you got." And so the piano player sits down, and now he's getting warmed up, and now he's like really getting into it, and playing some shit, and gets done. And the hotel manager's like, "Wow, dude, that was amazing. Was that another tune of yours?" And the piano player says, "Yeah, that one's called Tying Nooses, Dropping Deuces." And now the manager at this point, he's had it. He's like, all right, you're ridiculous. You're ridiculous. You've got the gig. Just do not tell any of my clients your song titles, because I think they would be really offended by something like that. And the piano player, he's used to it, man. He's like, "Oh yeah, it's cool, man. It's no big deal." So he drives home. He proceeds to have like the worst week of his life. His girlfriend breaks up with him. His bird dies. He's driving to the gig on Friday, gets a flat tire on the way there. And he gets to the gig a little early, and he's just like, "Man, I'm done with this shit." He just starts drinking. And he plays the first set, and he drinks some more. And he plays the second set, and he takes a break and drinks some more. By the time the third set comes around, he's fucking hammered. And so he goes and he takes a leak, and he's so drunk, he forgets to put his dick back in his pants. So he's walking out to the piano, dick hanging out, little stumbly McStumbles in this upscale hotel lounge, and he sits down. He's getting ready to play. Meanwhile, the cocktail waitress sees what's going on, and she runs over to him and she says, "Excuse me, sir, do you know your dick's out of your pants?" The piano player says, "No, I fucking wrote it."
Nice.
So you can edit that out later if you want.
No, we'll leave that in.
Oh,
That's
we're
a
gonna
good one.
we're gonna let you just stew in that.
I love that. That was great.
Yeah. Do you? So in your gigs, do you mix music and stand up?
Well, the running thing with the band is that we've got first set, second set, and third set jokes. The first set jokes are the ones that work, that are going to get the crowd going. The third set jokes are like maybe the works in progress, maybe the ones where they got to be a little bit drunk before they appreciate them. So yeah, we've got all that stuff lined up. The jokes are set in advance. The music is largely improvised, but the jokes in between the songs are composed.
Well, there you go.
I'm not quite sure what to believe anymore.
Exactly. I think we're finding out why he has 2 S's in his name.
That's right. Yeah.
Putting the ass into Douglas since 1978.
There you go.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. So
You guys familiar with Bo Burnham? He is. He's a stand-up comic that does music. Like, he incorporates music and comedy into, like, I would say he has bits that are just stand-up, but most of his show is a combination of, like, musical comedy or...
Like Rodney Carrington?
Don't know who that is, but yes, sure, exactly.
He sings songs that are humorous, and so he's got musical stand-up as well as regular.
I'll show you some later
spoken
after the
jokes.
show.
So I've got an idea for you, Devin. I was thinking about this. So you know how big Kill Tony is, right?
Yeah, I love Kill Tony.
Right. And how they do it's like they're basically rating these people to come up and do stand up.
Yeah.
And then they give them feedback, say they suck good, whatever. Mm-hmm. We should do the same thing, like from a music perspective. Right.
I wanted to rip off Kill Tony entirely and do a comedy one, but like a localized version.
Yeah. Well, no, there's somebody who's doing that, I think.
There was, yeah.
So wait. So explain this concept to me, please.
Okay, so go ahead and explain Kill Tony.
Kill Tony is basically a very large scale open mic for comedy, where they have the main 2 hosts are comedian Tony Hinchcliffe and his partner / I don't really know what he does, but his producer. He used to be the producer for Joe Rogan before Jamie became the guy. Red Band is his name. He like runs a soundboard and stuff. He's like co-hosting. Then they have other comedian guest stars that will join their panel. And then what they do is people, randoms, show up and put their name on a paper to sign up in a bucket. And they pull names randomly on stage, call them up, and they get 60 seconds of stand-up time to do whatever they're gonna do, and they have a couple of sound effects that go off like to tell them time's up. They have one sound effect that's like, okay, it's been 60 seconds, you got to finish. If they keep going, there's another one that's like completely cut off. But it's really funny because they'll do post interview segments with the person, and the wide range of individuals go on of like personalities. You get people who are literally, this is their absolute first time ever doing stand-up ever in their life. Then there's people who are like, they've been doing it for a couple years. Then there's people, sometimes they'll get big names that sign up like without telling anybody. They just signed up just because, and they'll come on and get. There's been times where somebody was a big name and they came on with a disguise, so they looked like they were anonymous. But the interview segments are great because they're comedians. So they're gonna, jab them a little. They're gonna compliment them on what they did well. Like Paul was saying, sometimes they'll shit on them a lot if they're really bad, or if they're particularly bad, they'll try to. The host Tony will ask probing questions to try to like figure out who they are and what they are good at. And so sometimes they'll find really random gems, like this guy's terrible at stand-up, but he's like a really good freestyle rapper, or he's terrible at stand-up, but he's great on the drums, or like whatever. Like especially if it's a musical talent, they have a live band for the show too. So if there's a person who comes up with a musical talent because they're bad at stand-up, they'll give them a shot to try whatever, whether it's drums or keys or whatever else.
Sounds like my big break.
Yeah.
It's a really funny show.
Interesting. So how would that adapt to your purpose? So, like, what would you do?
Well, the same thing is just taking not necessarily the stand up part, but if you have people coming up who want to do these open mics or who want to give their shot at singing who aren't normal, you go up there and you give them just the critique and
Tell them what you think about their performance.
right.
I really appreciate Kill Tony for the fact that they don't hold back when something is really bad or if it's teetering, like cringy, but they see potential or whatever. Like they'll chew this person out. They'll dig into them, tell them like this is bad, or like don't quit your day job. Like they'll tell them like this is not your lane, or you got to work on this. Like they're brutally honest, but they do it in a funny way that you would expect a comedian would.
So think about it as maybe then a localized version of that for people that are wanting to get into performing, and then nobody gives them the actual critique, and have to have the thick skin and say, you want to go and play, you want to get gigs, or here, come up here and give it your shot, and we'll fucking give you the honest truth about you sing terrible. You need to go get some.
I don't know. We've kind of avoided that with this.
We have with this show. With this show, we have. But again, that's why I said
I don't want to get into
But I
that.
feel like if it's a show
To be fair.
that is set up where that is explicitly the point,
you know what you're getting into.
they know ahead of time what they're getting into.
Yeah, I guess
To be
so.
fair, writing and recording an original song and putting things out into the universe musically is an entirely different experience from just kind of
comedy.
like playing
Yeah.
and like performing something once.
That's
So-
very valid because, like, with stand up, that's a good point because, like, recording in studio versus playing live to me is almost, if I'm comparing it to the comedy world, it's kind of like stand up on stage versus in a writer room.
right,
where you
right,
get to
yeah,
refine
exactly
things.
a sitcom
Yeah.
versus a
Well,
sitcom.
we kinda have-
Very
we-
different skill sets.
We could review
Stand
the
up.
bartender's horrific bartending skills. Almond.
Yeah.
Bartender review.
Yeah. Ice boy.
Yeah,
Ice
we-
ice
Yeah,
ice
my,
ice
my
boy.
drink has no ice in it.
Yeah, this.
It's on the floor.
It's all over the floor.
Floor ice.
Actually, that's my incredibly rude way of trying to warm up for a request on a refill.
Just try to float the idea out there to you.
Need a refill too, Paul?
Yes.
He wants a little less floor in his ice this time.
Right.
Yeah, less floor,
So,
More ice.
more ice. No, there's plenty of
yeah.
ice. Can't
So
fit,
I don't know.
can't
It's
fit any more ice than
You good, Adam? Or you want more?
Yeah, might as well.
Here, take a dry coaster.
Oh man, that's what he's drinking.
All right, so here we are,
That's the
ladies
good-
and
that's the
gentlemen,
good stuff right
at the
there.
Riffs and Rhythms Podcast. I'm Jack Daniels.
Mr. Ron Zacapa. This is Jack Daniels, and I'm Ron Zacapa. Welcome to another episode of
And I'm
Whiskey and rum.
Yeah,
Careful with the ice.
yeah.
Oh, here it goes.
Just use
That's
your
enough.
hand, dude. Just put your hands in there. Folks, if you can see off camera here, please record. What the?
That's enough. That's
hold
enough.
on.
What's
I'm
going
gonna-
on here is that there's a bag of ice with a hole in the side because he punched it.
half of it is on the floor.
And
now.
he's-
Disregarded the drumstick maneuver.
Yes,
Ex-
folks. This is the bartender of the month award here, right here.
Pouring ice out the side of the bag.
This is an advanced technique.
Now he's trying to figure out whose
Yes.
glass
Yeah.
is
Now
whose.
he's mixed it up.
Yeah.
And next time you
It doesn't
come,
matter until the drink's in it.
It matters. I mean, they put their lips on it. They might not
Oh,
like
you're
it.
right. You're right.
That's alcohol. It'll kill all the germs.
Alma. Next time you show up, there will be a employee of the month.
Oh, no.
Not that one.
Is that his or mine? Oh, okay. That was close.
Jeez.
Next time you show up, there's going to be an HR manual.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
chief
need
Bartending manual.
Chief people
we need
officer.
the chief people person.
Sending manual.
Chief. No, that's just it. That's that. I like that title. Chief drink officer.
Yeah, the
Thank you,
chief.
thank you, Almond.
Yeah,
I
the
appreciate that.
CDO.
CDO.
No, it's like, isn't that like the cheap people person? The cheap. Cheap people person.
Oh, that is so good.
The chief people person.
That is such a good
They're
rum.
like the anti-fondler.
What's something funny with that?
That is perfect. Thank you, sir. Yeah, well, there's a bit on that. What is the Saturday Night Live skit where this woman comes into the corporate office and everybody's groping her and she's like, "This is weird. What's going on?" He's like, "Well, we had so many issues with people. What's the word for
Groping?
What's the HR word for sexual harassment? We had so much issues with sexual harassment that we decided to make it mandatory."
Oh my god!
That's the ghost on the aux policy.
Yeah.
I don't even want to know what goes on there. Yeah.
Almond doesn't know it yet.
He's the only one who hasn't been sexually harassed.
Yeah.
His performance review is coming up.
He's not allowed to talk
Oh,
about it. He's got to work for that. He's got to work for that good review. Oh my god! So are we talking music anymore?
I don't even know.
Yeah.
I know. I feel like we're an MTV show because like it used to be good, but now it's just there.
I'd like to take
$100.
responsibility for that
Start going
because
downhill.
anything I touch turns to shit. So
This is like this is like an Elvira After Hours.
You know, I think-
B-list show.
No, this is a good show. You like it.
Hey, you know what? I'll take B. B's are not bad. If we're called a B-rated show, that's actually not an F because
Riffs and Rhythms.
B is solid.
that's right. Yeah.
B
B
is
is
solid.
solid.
I'll take a C. A good C plus will get you the credits that you need.
Hey,
So
it is the B3 network.
that is
Ooh,
true.
that is
B
right.
should be the highest rating
That's true. That's right.
yeah.
on our scale.
That's right. Yeah, for sure. So Adam, the last.
Oh God, what'd I do?
Yeah. So last week you were talking about when you started off up in Gainesville, toured around the Southeast, bounced up to Massachusetts,
Boston for 10
And-
years.
and then,
New York
I
City
know.
for 10
Asshole
years
for 10
after
years.
that. I was, and what's the mass hole equivalent of a New York person?
Yeah,
Is that just an asshole?
yeah, because all New Yorkers,
Yeah,
right?
all
Yeah,
New
they're all.
Yorkers.
That's where they
yeah.
spawn from.
They all live here now, actually.
They say South Florida is the sixth borough.
Yeah, for sure.
Do they really? Oh no.
Yeah.
No wonder.
But yeah, so what were some of the band names or places? Talk a little bit about some of that stuff up in the Northeast.
Oh,
you
in the
played.
Northeast? Oh,
Yeah.
man. Boston was such a great experience. Let's see. There was a venue called Toad. It was in Cambridge, Massachusetts, in an area called Porter Square. Apparently, it just closed down, it closed down during COVID and just reopened. One of my students, who's a snowbird, he goes back and forth between here and Massachusetts in the summer and in the winter. Sent me an article that was talking about it. So I'm really, really happy to see that this venue was reopened. It's a really small place. The capacity is like 70, and they just have the awesomest bands play there. If you go there on any given night at any given hour that the bar is open, there is going to be amazing live music playing there. And I played there quite a few times when I was living in Massachusetts, both as my own band on my own name doing my tunes, as well as with other artists doing their stuff. So I'm so happy to see that place is open again, because with how expensive it has gotten to live in cities, music venues are really suffering in Boston, and then COVID just really exacerbated. Thank you. Yes, that issue. So to see that place open again and having live music again is just awesome. And then let's see, so many cool places. I played again under my own name there. I played with some singer-songwriters there. I played with a great singer-songwriter named Leo Blaze, who he had a tune. It was a really, really catchy tune, and it was used his tune was used in a Dunkin' Donuts commercial. So if you ever saw the Dunkin' Donuts commercial, it was like "Show me love, show me love, show me love," and some hot person drinking a cup of coffee. That was my buddy Leo. And then we played.
Dunkin' Donuts originated out of the Boston area.
Yes. The joke is when you ask someone for directions, they say, "Yeah, turn left at the Dunkin' Donuts." And the issue is there's Dunkin' Donuts on every corner. So like, which corner are you talking
Equivalent
about?
to Starbucks, yeah.
Yeah.
You can almost say that about Wawa here now.
So real quick, sorry about Wawa.
yeah.
there's now, it was either Philly or Pennsylvania or New Jersey. They say there's now more Wawas in Florida than there is New Jersey.
I believe it.
And that matters
Jersey's
because
No, just because it was Wawa originated from New Jersey.
Florida's like 5 times the size.
I was about to say it's a lot more square footage to put
Well,
Wawas.
yeah, I know, but it's just as how it really took off, really, you know.
To
Okay,
be fair,
well,
with what I
I've-
was expecting, what I was expecting from a Wawa the first time I ate there,
The coffee.
it was like after a gig. It was like 2 a.m. I was absolutely famished. I would have eaten beer battered, deep fried roadkill at that point. I was so hungry. I got like a Chipotle chicken sandwich, and it was legitimately good. I was like, I cannot believe I'm eating this from a gas station. And all the other people I was there with, like, oh, yeah, the food's good. Someone got a pizza from there. It was great. Like, apparently the food is good.
Food is
and
good there.
The gas station experience is separate from the restaurant experience there.
Yeah.
So
We actually ate a pizza on our vacation, and we were like late at night coming back from somewhere in Pennsylvania in the first part of the trip. And we're like, where the hell are we going to stop? It's this late. And we stopped at a Wawa. We go in there and we order a pizza, take it back to the hotel. I'm like, I can't fucking believe I'm eating gas station pizza. But it's Wawa, right? You know, it's like
it's good.
It's like we talk
good.
a lot about Buc-ee's, right? You still haven't been to Buc-ee's yet, have you?
Nope.
Okay.
Do they have those in Florida? I've never.
Oh
I don't think
yeah,
I've been
yeah.
either.
they have
Daytona,
them.
St.
Closest
Augustine.
one is in Ormond Beach.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've ever been.
Yep.
I don't think I've ever been to one.
So
Yeah, 95 and LPGA room.
Devin's
Boulevard.
favorite part of Buc-ee's is the wall of jerky.
Yeah, I want to experience the jerky wall.
Yeah, so imagine
The wall of
a 20
constipation.
a 20-foot tall wall that's probably 60 feet wide, all jerky, all day. Like it is the Walmart. It is the Walmart of truck stops.
Yeah.
The Walmart.
Super Walmart.
Truck stops.
Yeah.
I've got
And they
road
clean the
story-
bathrooms.
I've got a road story about a truck stop too.
Okay,
so I don't
perfect.
know
Let's go
if-
roll right
Oh,
into
yeah.
it. So there we go.
We're gonna
So
talk-
we got
well, there was the
Tail-
New York thing too.
Yeah, so
I've
Tales-
got a lot of road stories.
All right, here we go. So Tales from the Road here. So what do you got here from Tales from the Road?
Tales from the. Do you want the truck stop story
Whatever's a better story here. So I mean,
or the New York City floating barge story?
Oh, that's a tough one.
Man,
Let's
this
go
is-
Are you
truck
able
stop.
to tie them into each other?
Tell them both.
All right, so what are we doing? The truck stop. So the first story is I talked about this in the last podcast that we did. I played in a band that was based out of Brooklyn. We toured from Brooklyn down to Gainesville, Florida, and back up to Brooklyn again, and made stops all along the way. It was a really nice tour because it was only about 4 hours per drive from one gig to the next. So it wasn't like you're getting stir crazy. I've done tours where it's like you're in the van or RV or whatever vehicle you have for 10 or 12 hours, and you finally get to the venue. You're like, oh my god, get me out of this fucking machine. So okay, no, you got to sound check and then you got to play. Like it's very grueling, those kinds of tours. So this one was really, really chill. It was again about 4 hours from one gig to the next. We had time to hang out, check out the city. And the thing was with this one, it was a very DIY sort of tour. We were it was an original band doing all original music, a band called The Highway. So this was in the last podcast I mentioned a bass player who was very talented, who had the sort of natural knack for picking up odd meter grooves. This was his original.
Is that the guy who
project.
went off with the truck with the tow truck guy?
No, different Latino bass player.
Okay.
I know a lot of Latino bass players, and I will say there's nothing better than a Latino bass player. So
yeah, you played with one.
Who?
Willie.
Oh yeah, Willie White Shoe. He was a Latino bass player.
So
He still is actually.
Last time you
let's see,
checked.
where was I?
So it was a DIY tour.
So the DIY tour with Dan's band called The Highway. It was a great band, lots of original, amazing music, really good tunes, and this was the tour where we had a 28-foot RV, and we're like, it was very, very cozy when we're like driving down the road, but this is like where we're staying. You know, we weren't getting like hotel rooms or anything. We weren't, unless we were crashing on someone's couch, we weren't getting any showers or anything like that. and we left Brooklyn. I believe it was March 14th ish or so, mid March. So it's the Northeast. It's still pretty cold, and we get down to Virginia or so, and we got snowed in on one of the days. One of the gigs got canceled, which sucked, but it's something that you deal with. It's an industry hazard. And we get down, a little further south, and now, it's like 6-7 days into the tour, playing shows where you sweat a lot, sleeping in the RV. No showers, dude. No showers. So we get to this truck stop, park the RV there, and I'm like, okay, cool, truck stop. I know this is the thing. It was a flying J.
Has showers.
Flying J. Yeah, they got showers. And so I don't know how this works. I've never done anything like this before. I'm just like, this doe-eyed little long-haired skinny kid in a truck stop, like, oh, I just want to take a shower. And get in line.
There's some burly truckers willing to show you how to take a shower, weren't there?
So I get in line.
The lot lizards are free.
Trucker clock, who wants some?
So I get in line, and it's where you pay for things. I just want to take a shower. How do I pay for this? And the lady's like, all right, it's going to be $13.78 for a shower. I'm like, $13? This is the best $13.78 I've ever spent in my entire fucking life. I can't wait for this. And then I hear the voice. You want a shower? I'll get you a shower. Okay. And I turn around, and there, there's an 8-foot tall, 900-pound man behind me saying he's gonna pay for my shower. Oh, sure, sir. I appreciate that. Thank you. What it turns out is if you're a member of these Flying J service plazas, then anytime you fill up gas, you get a free shower. So this trucker was just there filling up on gas. He's like, oh, this kid doesn't know what the fuck's going on. He just wants a shower. You take my shower. I'm just filling up on gas. I don't fucking know this. I'm again this doe-eyed little skinny,
so you're willing to
kid.
accept a shower from a trucker not knowing the depth of your
Wait, he's covering here. I think he's trying to do a plan B on us and say, well, what really happened was.
So what really happened was this gentleman with a collar pays for my shower. Well, it doesn't even pay because he's a member. It's free.
Wait, we're not letting you buy that. What do you mean you got a gentleman with a collar?
It's a corruption of the. You're a gentleman, a scholar. You're a gentleman with a collar.
He accepted a shower from an unknown trucker.
So long story short, I take the shower. I accept the shower. Hey, thanks, bro. Appreciate it. And I turn the corner. And I fucking run as fast as I can towards this number 22 or whatever shower stall they gave me. Because there is no way I'm letting some 800-pound, 9-foot-tall dude follow me into the shower. Hey, let me show you how to wash your ass for you. Not partaking in that, my man.
You're brave.
Yeah, well, hey.
I would call that brave because, I would have coughed the $13.
I saw it on your lips.
I would have coughed the $13, but you risked a brutal man rape to save $13.
Hey, man, you know how hard it is to wash your own ass?
You know how hard he was?
That is a story.
Wow.
That's brave.
That got a better rise than the last one. So
Yes.
no, I know what you guys like now, so now I can cater.
That's right.
Cater what stories I tell to you guys.
Well, look at him. He's into big, tall, biker, burly guys.
Yeah. We need from now on. All the road stories have to have potential rape involved.
Consensual or not? Oh, well, no, yeah, consensual. Well, I don't know. Rape. There's no something about consensual rape.
Consensual rape sounds like the name of a punk band.
Oh yeah, that probably does. Yeah, that probably is.
Are they opening for Satan's Taint?
They are. Yeah, it's the consensual rape of Satan's Taint tour.
Oh my gosh, that's truck stops are a really interesting place, right? Because I thought you were going to go with adding lot lizards to
No. Long story short, a really nice guy bought me a or didn't even buy me a shower, just gave me the shower that came with his membership for this truck stop because he's a truck driver, and I had no idea what the fuck was going on. I was thoroughly freaked out by the experience.
Devin, is that what they call TLDR?
Yeah.
That's the TLDR.
No,
yeah.
well,
Yeah.
TLDR just means too long didn't read.
Well, and usually the TLDR is followed
the
by
short version.
a 3-word
Yeah.
summary of like the 8 paragraphs.
Narrowly
When-
avoided
yeah.
large man rape and shower.
Went to truck stop shower, didn't get raped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you
Acquired free
even
shower.
use shower shoes?
Yes, I did because
Okay,
to be honest,
You gotta use shower shoes.
looking at what I had. Looking
You
at
were
what I
talking
had
about?
in front of me, I said, you know what?
Do you know what he's talking
I
about?
bet there's going to be some opportunities to like stop at a Planet Fitness or a truck stop and take a shower, and I don't want to get athlete's foot over something like that.
Yeah.
It's very
You gotta have
very
shower
simple
shoes.
thing to-
Yeah.
yeah.
I learned that pretty quick because I used to travel a lot for work when I was go out there, and we'd have to be in these portable shower areas and like, okay. Not being for somebody who was in the military, especially those that have been in the military, they know all that kind of stuff. I'm like,
Right.
makes sense. Yeah, make sure I've got my disposable flip flops or
Yep.
whatever Crocs or whatever it
And
was.
to be fair, and we should absolutely hit up the Flying J for a sponsorship deal on this. Holy shit, that shower was nicer than most hotels that I've showered in. I mean,
The water pressure just right?
It was absolutely spotless. I wore the shower shoes, obviously, but I looked at the area and I was like, if I didn't have shower shoes, I would not be like, oh, what the fuck did I just do? It was spotless. They had all of the amenities, all the shampoos and body washes and towels and all that shit that you needed.
Condoms?
Condoms too, lube, everything that you needed.
Perfect.
Wall of jerky.
Do they have the high heel shower shoes?
They had the high heels in there. They had the little see-through nightie that
Oh,
you could put
Yeah.
on
Oh,
afterwards. I mean, it was in all seriousness, like nicer than a lot of hotels that I've stayed in on the road.
Yeah.
As far as the bathroom situation,
Your
goes.
clean bathroom story has reminded me of a Buc-ee's experience that I had.
Did it involve an 8 foot tall 900-pound trucker that may or may not have been a little attracted
Well,
to you?
he was 8 feet tall and 900 pounds, but I couldn't tell if he drove a truck or not. But
You're not that much bigger than me.
I was using the urinal, and somebody came up and stood right behind me, like hovering. And
Did they reach over and try to help a little bit?
I was trying to finish up quickly before the reach round started, and then I just realized it was the guy who cleans the bathroom. As soon as I walked away, he was like, he cleaned it off. I'm like,
Jeez.
that's weird.
You know, I find that thing a little that kind of thing a little off-putting if I'm trying to
Like a cleaning person in there.
yeah. Because you need the bathroom time. That's the me
Little-
time.
Usually,
Yeah,
when
that's
there's a
the me
guy
time.
in the men's bathroom, he's like trying to spray with perfume for a tip or something.
Mm-hmm.
But this guy was waiting for me to finish so he could clean.
I don't like the guys in the bathroom with the tray of mints and condoms and candies and
Hors d'oeuvres?
it's like dude, don't
Little
look
champagne
at me.
glasses?
I come
Yeah.
from the
Chocolate candies.
generation of
Yeah.
don't look at me, don't
Yeah.
talk to me,
Don't make eye contact.
We're not. Exactly.
Yeah, you
None-
got to
none
get
of
a
that
little
kind
more
of stuff.
comfortable in your skin.
As
man.
soon
It says-
as I think it's a generational thing. Just as soon as you're in that
Look-
bathroom, it's
look.
like I'm
Guy's
on my
wearing
own here.
he's wearing a shirt that says voyeurism Inc. It doesn't mean anything.
It was you were talking about like when there's somebody in there cleaning the bathroom. We were on the part of that trip that we took. We were at the museum, the Dorney Park, and there's this mom and this little boy, and he needed to go to the bathroom. There was a guy at the park trying to clean the bathrooms. Right, the boy was going into the bathroom by himself. And he was all freaked out. There's somebody in there and all that stuff. He comes out and he's like, he really had to go. So my wife and I were standing there, and my wife said, she's like, do you need help? She's like, do you want? She's volunteering me to go and take the kid in the bathroom. And I try to go tell the park attendant kid, it's like, hey, can you wait? Can you just stop working for a second and let the kid come in? And because he's a bit, kid just didn't understand what I was trying to tell him to do. It was like, I have to clean the bathrooms and I can't stop. I'm like, stop. So I was like, fine. So I said, all right. I said, I'll stand outside the door. The little kid goes up to the urinal, does his thing, just so he felt comfortable. But it's like, at that young
and that's
age,
why you
know,
can't come in within 500 feet of a school right now.
that wasn't the reason why I told the story. Here I was trying to thought I was trying to be like, anyway, fuck off.
No good.
Fuck you.
It was just a huge misunderstanding.
This is the second episode.
here.
Remember, you're now warmed up.
I was just trying to tell the
No good
attendant
deed
to
goes
stop
unpunished.
cleaning here.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Right. So I'm
How
like,
am I
all right,
supposed
so-
to take my kids to school with this on my record?
All right. Well, I do all the editing, so I'll edit that out. No, I won't. I'll probably be too
That's
fucking.
hilarious.
I'd be too fucking lazy, actually. So
You know what? We've got a song to review here.
we do. Yes. So
We should actually review it.
Yeah. So we should get to it and review it.
Get to it to review it.
So all right, Adam. So
this is
yeah.
Grippa.
This is a 360 moment here.
That's right. Yeah.
Grippa.
So this is our segment here, the riffs and rhythms. What makes the song? Is it riff or the rhythm? We talked a little bit about, gave you a little preview of.
So I am going to listen to this song, and we're going to talk about whether it is the riff or the rhythm
Right.
that makes the song.
That's right. So
That's correct.
right, not necessarily the video or the recording or the mix. Just what is the essence
I
that
don't
makes
give a shit about any of that. I want to hear the
Perfect.
I want to hear that essence. That
So do you want to know? You want to know what she thought about your song?
Essence
She
of
hated it.
Gelfling.
Tune into a couple episodes ago.
Yeah. Episode 93.
Yep. So so Grippa is on the show here a couple episodes ago. This is her song.
It's called Want That.
I Want That. So okay, this is our first pop.
This is by far our first pop
Yep. Okay.
song.
Here we go.
Don't leave me standing, don't leave me wanting more. I see you staring, so tell me what you gon' do. Get me in the mood, something with a view. If you want that, ooh. Just the vibrations, don't wanna fall in love. No obligations, just wanna try something new. Get me in the mood, I'm so into you. Come and get that, ooh. Don't need no saving, just need my heart racing. I only want that. I only want that. If you wanna love me, really wanna touch me, feel all on my body, be my after party. We don't need forever, no need to stay together, no happy ever after. It's not what I desire. I only want that. Don't need affection, don't need me on your mind. Just want attention, pick me up and just ride. Get me through the night. Let's forget the time. Don't need to call you mine. Don't need no saving, just need my heart racing. I only want that. I only want that. If you wanna love me, really wanna touch me, feel all on my body, be my after party. We don't need forever, no need to stay together, no happy ever after. It's not what I desire. I only want that. I only want that. I only want that.
Okay. It's totally,
Let me say.
yeah.
Great song.
that's it. I wanted to keep going.
Yeah.
You're into it, right?
Yeah, that song. So here's what I noticed about that song. Multiple musical motifs every verse had a different melody to match the words. The not just the rhythm changed, but the melody changed as well. And then that ooh 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 kind of computerized voice did it twice in the song. That must have been the chorus, right? But what I'm thinking is each one of those motifs, if it had continued throughout the song, then I would have said it's the riff that made that song, because each one of those was great. But but for consistency reasons, the only thing that was consistent throughout it was that drum beat.
Right.
So I'm against what I would normally do. I'm going to say rhythm on this one.
Oh.
And simply because of the consistency throughout.
I'm going to go with you on that consistency thing. What a beautiful tune, and I really enjoyed and again what it was the rhythm. There's all these different motifs happening, yet the consistency to tie everything together was that starting on the and. And dun, 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 as everything was starting on the end, regardless of what the motif was, there was a guitar part that was happening. At least it sounded like guitar, could have been a keyboard. There was a guitar part that was happening that you know, it was maybe more spacious. There was a keyboard part. There's all these different parts happening. They're all starting on like the and of one or something. I'd have to listen.
The end of two. So that kick drum. The kick drum drop was alone in the mix for a lot of the
yes, yeah. and that was that drum sound was just the anchor holding everything together, and everything was just starting on that offbeat, and that was I thought it was really beautiful, man. I thought it was really, really cool.
So it's definitely
well constructed song, well written.
Yeah, and
well
so
produced and good sounds.
So she's talked about on the show, previously was changing a little bit of her, when she was going through recording a lot of this, all of the producers had their idea of what they wanted her to do, right? So I mean, this is, you guys over there,
who's credited as the songwriter on this?
That did we look that up, Devin? I don't know if we have to go to somewhere else or on.
That's
here.
probably on Spotify.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I don't know if it's already listed.
It only lists like the first 5 songwriters, but whatever.
But yeah, you talked about it was like her style is that she wanted to kind of start growing her own style. That she's a little older now, because this was a few years ago. I guess she was taping that in. She's
performed by Grippa, produced by Mark Barino, music and it doesn't say written. Song credit.
You may have to go to maybe, like Kevin said, Spotify to see the actual,
probably,
or track some of that.
No, Mark Barino, producer, writer, Grippa, writer. So there's just 2 songwriters.
There's no.
So she's wrote it.
I don't know this artist. I've never heard her before. There's no reason why I wouldn't be in some speakeasy in Miami or Brooklyn and hear that tune. It was a beautiful tune. Again, I like stuff that is phrased around offbeats. I grew up listening to bands Nirvana and Alice in Chains and Pearl Jam, and those kinds of bands were what inspired me to play the guitar in the first place. And those styles of music, that grunge thing is very heavy on the downbeat. It's all those fucking downbeats, which is a beautiful thing, and that's a whole other world. And then when I discovered the world of phrasing off of the offbeats, it was like, whoa, what is this? And that was a big musical experience for me. So to hear, groove oriented music where you have stuff phrased off the offbeats, it seemed like we looped through this pattern of like intro verse chorus, intro verse chorus, intro verse chorus. And there was like I think the intro was the only part melodically that had a downbeat. That it was like the something like that. I think I sang the notes wrong, but it was like major and minor 7 chords or something. But you had that part in the intro, and then there was like, and again, the memories are escaping me, but there's like a main keyboard part in one of the sections, and then like a main guitar part in another one of the sections, and it was beautiful because there was so much interplay in between what those phrases were doing and where they were placed in the measure, and yeah, it was cool.
Yeah. So, listening to the stuff that she put out a year or two ago, excuse me, and seeing her now perform locally and live and a little bit more stripped down, it's like the voice is there.
Where is Grippa performing right now? Did she promote a gig at the podcast, at one of the podcasts that she did?
Not necessarily, but I think she's at least once a month at Utiki here in Jupiter.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
So, and normally right now she's singing and got a guitar player fills in to kind of provide guitar and vocals. So she's always open for someone to come in and play with her. I think she's been talking with Mike Farrow about maybe even Mike coming in and play some music or play guitar with her and so forth. She's going to on the festival, so there's some stuff that we got to work through on that, I think.
I would love to hear that song blasting out through a giant line array system.
Right? That was great tune.
And that's the thing is she's still trying to figure out, like, from what I remember her talking about was, what does she want to do, right? Does she want to do tracks? Does she want to put a band together? Does she want to mix? And I mean,
you can't reproduce that with a band unless you've got some serious scientists behind the keyboards and the computers.
Yeah, right.
Recording is so much fun.
I would say that for Grippa, if you're going to reproduce your sound and stretch it like you want, you got to incorporate tracks and musicians on stage, or else it's going to be too far of a departure from what everybody knows you for.
Recording is so much fun. It's such a beautiful art to take part in, and we talked about this in the last podcast. I'll go through phases where I'll record a lot of things. Maybe I recorded too much in the pandemic because I was doing like the whole YouTube, Instagram guitar solo videos during that whole time. I had nothing else to do. Maybe that's why I haven't gravitated towards it yet, because I was so excited to get down here and start playing live again. Because playing live is awesome. But again, getting back to what I was saying, recording music is such a beautiful experience, and you can create such a different type of art than what you can with what you would do live. But at least in my experience and what I've seen and what I do, I mean, there at least around here, there's so many opportunities to play live.
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't you do that? Playing live is so much fun. It's such an awesome experience.
So I think, that's something that, meeting her and is, she's trying to figure it out. Right. And I think if anything that, any guidance or thoughts that we can help her or, the community, we told her, hey, come up to these open mics, come up to these jams and come up and you got to get out there and sing. And she talked about that. It's like people want to the record companies or the whoever want to see you on a stage perform.
Yeah.
Right. And right now she's only got one gig a month at this place, and it's a little tough. And this location a little tough because they don't want a lot of volume either. And so
that's a thing. That's a thing you battle with here too.
Yeah. So Adam. So I went to see her play recently at Utiki, and we were there, and she's singing off the stage by the water, and the guitar player. I text him a video. I'm like, she's doing a cover. Now she mixes some of her own music in with cover, which it's great that everyone does, right? You can get away with. I text him like, holy shit, Kevin. She is doing a cover of Kiss. She's doing a Kiss cover.
She was singing "I Was Made for Loving You," which suits her perfect.
Yeah, we're like, dude, I'm like, nobody's doing that song.
In the style of Kiss or in the style of this?
Not in this up.
It was her and a single electric guitarist, and that's it.
I'll play you the video.
And it came across actually pretty well.
Amazing.
She's got the voice is.
She's an amazing singer.
Yeah. Oh,
she's
yeah.
got a
Amazing singer.
voice,
She
for
came
sure.
up and sung at the, with the blues jam.
She sang at the blues jam.
Yep.
Yeah, she did a great job.
Yep. Kind of throw her in a mix of all these seasoned musicians, right? And again.
Well, she stood
yeah.
right up with all the
Yeah.
old men and held her own
Yeah.
like a pro.
And nobody was paying.
I-
nobody was paying attention to you guys. So
Yeah, well, I hope not.
I want to ask a question. So for the layman, not me, of course, who doesn't know music and music theory and stuff quite as in depth as you guys, can you explain more what you mean when you're talking about constructing the phrasing around? What did you say, the downbeat?
The downbeats and the
Can you explain?
upbeats
Yeah.
or the offbeats.
So here's the easiest way to describe upbeats and downbeats.
I know what up and down beats are.
Oh, okay.
But I'm curious more about the phrasing aspect of like constructing a song with that element in mind.
So
that question
I
makes
think
sense.
it makes total sense, and I think I'll take a couple stabs at this. I had a teacher in college when I was taking the history of jazz class at University of Florida. It was a music class intended for non-music majors, and he was trying to explain what syncopation was. Syncopation is the phrasing of musical ideas around the offbeats. And he said, think of it like you're walking down the street, and your walk has a certain rhythm to it. And if you trip on a crack in the sidewalk, then your walk changes rhythm, and that change in rhythm is syncopation. I think that's kind of like level 1 non-musician explanation of it. I think like level 2 explanation of the idea of this is if you're listening to your song and you're tapping your foot to your favorite song, when your foot hits the ground, that's the downbeat. And when your foot is in the air all the way, about to come down, that's the offbeat. In music, you call those
or the upbeat.
the upbeats or the ands. And in music, you count that kind of stuff 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So what we were talking about a minute ago, and what I think we all concur is a beautiful thing and a really cool thing, is that tune has all of these phrases that are all these melodies, all these musical ideas that begin on the and, that start when the foot is in the air. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, na 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 na, stuff like that. If I were,
In my opinion, it is one of the reasons why that mix sounds so clean and clear.
I definitely wanted to comment on that too. The mix was really good.
Because, like,
Yes.
the fact that the first word of the melody is on the upbeat, the and after 1, means that that kick drum drop is alone in the mix, and it's like boom singing, and it really helps propel the song.
So normally you're starting on the 1. Most songs it's always the 1 driven. So yeah, it's a weird and it makes everyone kind of
So it's like shifted. Everything is shifted
Well, it gives it that syncopation.
Relevant
It
to
gives
the-
it-
not
relative to the beat.
not to be like all me, but the tune that Grippa reviewed, my song Hypnotized, although it's in an odd meter, the musical phrases all start on the downbeats. My tune starts 1, 2, 3 E and a 1, 2, 3 E and a 1, 2. So the music is starting on the downbeats. And that's kind of like the musical softball for the musicians. Okay, this is an odd time signature, but everything's pretty much on the downbeats, guys. Whereas what I sing, da 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 da, my vocals start on the offbeats. So that's kind of like I guess an example of the contrast. I was really trying to think of a different example that didn't, where I wasn't happy. Oh, check out my song, but
well,
This
it's
is
a
the
good-
show to do that on.
This is the show to do
in
that.
that
on.
case, check out
that's
my
right.
song Hypnotized,
And that-
available on my
yeah.
album. The Truth of Story is available for download on my website,
Shame-
adamdouglas.com.
shameless plugs are encouraged.
Shamelessly plug yourself. That's why we have you here.
Yes.
In that case, check out my song Hypnotized on the
Yeah.
no, but it is not something that and that is such a good question to ask, because I did not fully comprehend that thing that you asked about until I was in that history of jazz class at the University of Florida, and I was like, oh, this is what all of these guys I'm playing with are saying. When, man, phrase on the upbeats. I'm like, upbeats? What's the difference between an upbeat and an offbeat? An upbeat and an offbeat, and it's all the same thing. And then I know you drummer guys have different techniques and everything that relate to this, but I'm not by no stretch of the imagination a drummer. I can play like the AC/DC rock beat poorly. But for guitar players, you know, it's like the down and upward motion with the pick. Ideally, if you're playing like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, that would be down up down up down up down up with the pick of the guitar. So if you watch a YouTube video on like how to play a song and like, oh yeah, this song is easy, down down up down up. Well, what they're saying is down down up down up, or 1 2 and 3 and 4 and those up down ups are like the upbeats that you're phrasing on.
Right.
Clear as mud.
Yeah.
That answers
You
the
got it.
question. Thank you.
Good.
And now that we're talking about music theory,
I find music theory, although I don't.
I would like to talk about the 6th mode of melodic minor and how it works wonderfully on minor 7 flat 5 chords.
Oh boy.
I'm fascinated with
Get him some
music
more
theory,
rum.
for real. Like, I don't understand all of it. There's a whole realm of it for me left to learn, and because I'm not a musician, I'm just a tech nerd guy. But I do find music theory really fascinating, especially like the more in depth I get with engineering, sound engineering, and recording, and all those things, the more I work with musicians and start to learn these things kind of piece by piece and put it together and understand it. And it's really fascinating. And the more I've start to, well, at least in the last, like, especially in the last like 3 or 4 years, is really actively listening to music to really like figure out and like split it into its parts in my head and think of everything.
Oh yeah, that's a whole thing.
It's
And
kind
if
of a
you're-
difficult, like, it's not, maybe I shouldn't say difficult, but the word active listening is a very apt word for it, because it's something you gotta, unless it's like second nature to you, it's like trained into you.
it's
It's a really,
something-
you gotta really like pay attention.
It's something that I learned to do as a very, very young kid. So for me, it's very, very difficult to turn that off. And, you know, I remember, you know, one time I was like really, really drunk or something and just trying to pass out in the back seat of that van with you know, the Chevy G20 conversion van I was talking about in the last podcast. And I heard a recording of our performance that the rest of the guys in the band were listening to. I was probably talking to some girl at the bar and got too drunk and just trying to pass out. And I was like, on top of just being too drunk, I was like, wow, is this what music sounds like to non-musicians? Because I was so drunk, unfortunately, that I lost the separation. I lost the ability to hear the individual instruments. So what the non-musician experiences, man, that's a beautiful thing. That's a really, really cool thing that us as musicians forget about. Because again, I learned that whole separation, like, oh, let's check out the bass on this track, check out the drum part on this track. Man, I learned that shit when I was like 13. Like, I don't know how to not separate music. I don't know how to not listen to that and not hear each individual, not just each individual instrument, but like each individual part of the drum kit, like what the hi-hat is doing and how that's interacting with the bass drum, like all that shit, man.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that helped it click for me, like to get better with the active listening, is when I started seeing like professional producers and their workflow, and seeing like in a DAW, like seeing all the tracks laid out,
Right,
like listening
right.
to it side by side with watching it
Where
being
the
like,
wave is.
obviously not playing live, but you know, in the
Yeah, you
in
can
the box,
see the
and
individual bricks
seeing
in the
everything
building.
split out.
Yeah.
I can like put a face to the name,
And
so to
you
speak.
know, man, I just learned this recently. And it was at a Terra Firmata gig where I was doing the ramble. I could not hear my vocals in the monitor clearly. and I was saying to the sound guy, like we're sound checking. I'm saying to the sound guy, like, yo, I can't hear my vocals. I hear everything really clearly. It's just the vocals are cutting through. And he said something that really clicked for me with like mixing sound, because I gotta mix the sound on my own gigs. He said, "Yeah, I've got your volume there. I'm just trying to tweak the frequencies so you can hear it clearly." And I was like, "Oh, so that's a thing you got to mix to, like if you're spitting out nothing but drums through the guitarist monitor, they're not going to be able to hear what they're doing. I usually hear everything clearly. I got to hear the vocals the most. So you got to like crank down the bass and the drums and everything, and get those vocal frequencies coming through.
That's a valuable thing that our buddy Bob taught me, actually, or maybe it made sense to me subconsciously, but he definitely brought it to the forefront of my attention, is with mixing and stuff, is that every instrument, every element has a place in the whole frequency spectrum.
Yeah.
Every instrument sits in a particular place, and if they're overlapping, then you have problems. You can't hear or distinguish one thing from another.
For me, this is completely new. Again, this is, I think, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, maybe.
Wow.
Maybe it was the June gig that I did. I don't know. It was literally within the past like 2 or 3 months that I learned this. So,
And you talked to Russ? Was that something you guys had talked about when Russ was on the show about? Coming up and about singing and knowing where his range is.
When Russ started, when I met Russ, it was when I was the house engineer at the Mojo Room, and he recounted the thing where I told him, like, listen, sound works through like reflection. Anyway, Russ has a very, like, his face and his voice have a specific frequency that is you gotta tame that down, or you're gonna have the issues. And I told him what it was, just so that when he showed up at a gig, I'm like, listen, I'm gonna give you a tip. You can just say, listen, my face rings at 4.3K or whatever it was, I can't remember. Then you'll save your sound man a lot of effort, and you'll look good when you do it. So he's like, holy, are you kidding me? Like, let me write this down. And I'm like, yeah, this the next time you play somewhere, try it and see what happens. Everyone will like you when you say that.
That's one of the things.
Your face rings?
Yeah, Russ he's got a particular, so for a long time I made my living as a monitor engineer.
Okay.
And when you have a monitor system, you've got sound coming up and reflecting off of the person and going back into the microphone. And
so you get that. That's where those little pings.
Yeah, certain people's faces diffuse sound. Certain people's faces focus sound energy at a particular frequency back into the microphone. Especially if they have a cowboy hat on, that can cause problems because you're creating a reflection into the microphone. And so whatever he does or did or whatever, I was having an issue at a specific frequency, and I shared that with him so that he could avoid this problem in the future.
This is actually one of the things I really enjoy with doing open mics and stuff, is that, and I don't know if, I'm not trying to be special. I don't think I'm the only one that does this or anything, but something that I enjoy with doing the sound for open mics is listening to different people and trying to EQ their voice to fit, so it comes through clearly, and everybody sounds different. So it's a constant thing I'm doing the whole time, as much as I can with my limited 3 parameter EQ on the Yamaha board. But it goes a long way in making sure they're actually audible.
And that's great. And that this is why I enjoy doing open mics and stuff like that, because you're often in you're never in your comfort zone when you're doing an open mic. There's always something wrong happening.
That's the cool part about it.
So if you could, right, exactly, and that's the point. If you can exist comfortably in this uncomfortable zone, then when you're doing the big important gig with the good sound and the good equipment and everything, there's no reason why you shouldn't sound bad.
And the aspect of that, these smaller shows are never in acoustically convenient places.
No, the shows are. Let's get this clear. Unless you're in an outdoor venue,
right,
you are not in an acoustically convenient area.
Basically.
Never. Never, never.
Oh, by the way, rhythm.
Ooh.
Oh,
Okay.
Ghost on the Aux is going with the rhythm for the song.
Oh, yeah.
What about you, Paul? We haven't heard
Rhythm.
your assessment of the of Grippa's song.
So I hear what you all say. And I think for me, what I liked really was, again, the drums, the driving, kind of keeping the foundation you all talked about. I liked those nuances that were sprinkled all throughout. So, it kind of was like you said, Kevin, it's like there's a little bit something different this one, and there's a little bit something this one.
There was like that was
And I don't-
partially the different elements you're talking about, but I think it also partially plays into the way it was mixed. Is certain sounds had this, I don't want to call it 3D effect, but this like definitely like spatial effect
right.
to it. Like especially the one, I don't know what instrument it is, but it was a very clacky, like wood block-ish type noise. Maybe I'm describing it wrong. I don't know, but there was a sound that would come in a couple times throughout the track that I could hear it like the panning, like I could hear it dimensionally.
Mm-hmm.
It was very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So I don't know what you call if I'm not saying it's the drums. And I know we talked last week with Dottie's song was you were really driven a point saying just because the bass was very unique in driving that it was the riff, which most people would associate. We've talked about this was bass and drums is rhythm, but yeah, bass can have rhythm as well.
Dottie's song, the bass riff was what made the song.
So I don't know is all these little other motifs kind of I guess it would be riff.
Yeah,
know?
but each motif was great, and it left me with the feeling of like the concept of leave them wanting more.
Yeah.
Develop an
Yeah.
awesome
Leave 'em
motif, and then just cut it off and put up another one.
All right, so
cut it off and then put up another one.
So if I'm at the festival and listening to this song, yeah, I'm shaking my ass to the drums. Right?
Isn't this the goal
know.
of pop music too? In general, is you want more, having more.
Pop into the drums.
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yes, and yes.
That part, the
Leave 'em
dancing
wanting
part,
more.
leave them
Make
wanting
shake
more.
their ass.
Yeah.
And in shaking their ass, there's all these parts that start on the offbeat, and if you're shaking your ass, you're usually shaking your ass. You're usually shooting those hips outwards on the offbeats. It's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And that's how you dance, man. I am not a very good dancer, but
okay.
that's
You're grooving on
Almond
that.
can demonstrate.
Yes, I'm glad we switched out the couch, because it'd have been grooving all over that couch. It's still in the hallway if you want it.
I mean, you would have to get it
We should put
cleaned
that thing
afterwards,
on
so I don't think you
Facebook
wanna encourage me to
Marketplace.
do that kind of thing.
The Riffs and Rhythms collectible couch.
Oh my god, that'd be pretty funny.
Wear gloves.
Yeah.
It's sticky.
That thing about putting the ass into Douglas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a brown couch that's
Yeah.
actually white.
yeah. Our couch actually, that if you haven't heard the story, was it ended up being the point was one of the legs had busted out. And we had a cinder block underneath it, so we're the ghetto couch it become. But anyway, so all right, so I guess I'm saying riff, which is kind of a little surprising.
Yeah. That's
Okay,
not like
all
it.
right. I think those little kind of
Well, I mean, man,
and it was so layered to that
man,
point too.
what
yeah.
is a riff?
Oh shit!
What
Are you
is
tripping right now?
a riff?
Oh man, what is the
What is a
meaning?
riff? A riff is a repetitive melody.
Hmm.
What is a melody? What is repetitive about that melody? Rhythm.
Well,
Well,
we established at the beginning of these episodes that
Oh boy!
Here
we go.
And you, as an educated musician, you already know this. It is that rhythm is the thing that separates noise from music. Because
man,
because
I say that shit to my students every fucking day.
music is noise that is organized into specific rhythms.
Because the noise, the fire trucks, that really low honk that when they're trying, when the big truck is trying to get through traffic to get to the accident or whatever, That's the 4th fret of the low E string of the guitar.
Okay, so that's a G sharp.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's pitch to all that stuff. Horn and I
Everything
forget
has pitch.
Yes.
All noise has pitch,
that
but noise does not have rhythm.
The refrigerator. Mm-hmm. That ambient noise that the refrigerator is making, that's like a slightly sharp B flat.
Oh, so do you have perfect pitch?
No,
Or
I don't
perfect
have
relative pitch?
I do not have perfect pitch. I've studied ear training extensively throughout my life, and so I can hear what things are, but I don't have that that synesthesia thing where like, oh, that's C because I hear yellow. Like I don't have any of that shit, man.
Yeah.
Weren't we talking about that last week about hearing something? Was it something about Braille and
I've
stuff?
taught people. I've taught people that have that.
I can hear Braille.
Man, fucking talk about a weird guitar lesson. You're teaching someone how to play the guitar, and they've got they've got a little bit of keyboard experience or something. That's like all they've told you, and you show them their fingers fingers are doing good. Okay, so here's the C chord. They play the C chord. Oh yeah, that's yellow. That's C. That makes sense. Oh, then if that's yellow, then there's blue. There's E minor. Like, what the fuck? You've never touched this instrument before. How do you know this? Like that's the scary shit that you have to face, man.
Yeah, crazy talented synesthesia.
Yeah.
Acid.
No.
Well, it's similar. It's similar to
synesthesia-
me as when, from like a engineering perspective, when somebody is like, maybe you have a feedback problem or something like that, and somebody like Bob would walk in and be like, "Oh, it's this frequency." I know, just hearing it exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's
trained.
this.
Man, talk about stories from the road. I don't know if it's from the road or not, but when I was sound checking at a gig recently, I was the guy, the engineer was getting everything else set up, and for whatever reason, I don't remember why, I didn't have time to do any of my vocal warm-ups. And one of the vocal warm-ups that I like to do, it's very subtle, but you kind of blow air through your teeth, pushing through the diaphragm. You go, tss, 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 tss. And it's not ideal, but if you haven't warmed up that day and the excrement hits the air conditioning, it's like one of the better options that you can do. That's more subtle, so you're not sitting there going, making all the fucking crazy vocal warm up noises. So I'm sitting there doing that. And the sound engineer, he's like running around the stage like, what is that noise? Do you hear that noise? Where is that coming from? Where is that coming from? And I'm like, are you talking? And I stopped and I'm like, are you talking about this? And I looked at him and I went, he's like, what? That's you? I'm like, I'm trying to do my vocal warm-ups, man. Like,
There's a hiss in a line.
so that's the sign. That's the sign of a really good sound man. When you're like sitting there trying to subtly do your vocal warm ups, he's trying to figure out what frequency that is. Get rid of it.
Kevin, I interrupted you when you were about to say something about synesthesia.
Oh yeah, synesthesia. If you're not familiar with it, it's people who experience sensory stimuli with multiple senses at the same time. So like, and a very common one is when you
Sounds and
hear colors. Like so your auditory and your visual centers are connected in a way that's not normal, but it's an advantage.
Man, this is such a beautiful thing to see in people that catch it at a young age. I didn't start playing music till I was 13 years old. I feel like if I had been put into music lessons at a much younger age, I might have been able to extrapolate this a little bit more in between what I feel and what I see. But I don't necessarily hear colors. I hear shapes. And that, like, a major 7 sharp 11 chord has a certain shape to it. It sounds a little less prickly than like a dominant 7 sharp 11 chord, which is a little more prickly. And then within the tones themselves, there's like certain angles. And again, I wish that I had picked this up at a younger age because I didn't start playing guitar till I was 13. But it's like, man, that it's absolutely a thing, and it's very language. I think it's very language oriented, very in the language center of the brain, because there's the thing. there's the thing. What is it? You can't pick up languages as quickly as if you learn it when you're like not cognizant. I think it's
Yeah.
that same kind of thing. You know,
Yeah, when you're little, your
sponge.
brain is made to absorb language. So,
You
so you
know-
could learn 1 or 20 languages before you're 8.
One
and
of
it's no
my-
more difficult.
If I can offer a little side comment on that, one of my side interests that I'm not learned in exactly, but I really like linguistics, study of language.
Cunnilingus.
I love that too.
Are you a cunning linguist?
I'm a cunning linguist. I like linguistics.
a master debater and a cunning linguist.
Yeah, exactly. You know me.
Okay, wow.
But no, I really like linguistics, the study of language. Alman and I were talking about this pretty in depth not long ago. Yeah, and I saw a video recently talking about exactly this, about babies and how they learn language. And we have this, what he explained is we have this perception that babies learn them easier. And it's not so much that they learn them easier, it's the fact that they don't have any language yet at all. And they're constantly surrounded by people who are speaking something. So they're forced to adapt to figure it out what is being said. So it's almost like really advanced mimicking. And then we still have that part in our brain to learn languages later in life, but there's a lot more distraction and things going on in your life. So it's a lot harder to actually, you're not forced.
Man,
You know,
I
You're not
get
being
with
forced
that.
to
Yeah.
learn the language.
Yeah,
And that's why a lot
that-
of people say that learning new languages, the best way is to go to the place where everybody speaks that, because you are
Yeah.
forced to adapt.
Well, another thing with kids, and a lot of people don't, this is unfortunately something that gets lost as we get older. Like, everything that happens to a tiny child that is not ideal, it's literally the worst thing that's ever happened to them in their
Yeah.
entire life. So, little kids live from their own perception on the edge of life or death at all times. And so they're like when you know you're on the edge of life or death, like you are supremely focused, like you are right there.
I gotta
and-
do whatever I can to survive.
Exactly. And so this is all day for a little
I
kid.
need that
And
bottle
that's-
at the
and
end of the
that's
night,
what-
man.
That's why people remember the exact time and place where they were when the 9/11 attacks happened, or the JFK assassination attack or
so
assassination
imprinted.
happened.
Yeah.
I remember
It's
where I
so-
was when XXXTentacion was killed.
Who?
Do you remember when Ozzy died?
I found out. I guess that would date the show, wouldn't it? If I told you.
I was in the kitchen when I found out.
So yeah, no, this is pretty deep, real deep conversation.
Yeah, real deep.
Yeah,
Let's go fucking deeper, man. Let's do it. What else we got here? What is pitch?
Oh boy,
Pitch.
What is
Yeah.
pitch?
Vibration. Frequency.
All I know is
I mean, man,
pitches love me.
I had a student that was studying jazz guitar with me, and he sent me an article from New York Times, some kind of website, like some kind of news organization like that, where the point was, some scientist did some kind of study on the songs of birds. And when you slowed down the song of this one particular bird, it was singing with a jazz feel. And
What era?
I read
Bebop?
I read the article. I'm like, man, what the fuck is this bullshit, dude? Come on! I hit play on this slowed down bird song, and it was 171. It's like 1-7-1-3 1-2-3 2-1 or something. It's a very 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 simple melody, but it will stick with me as long as I live. If sped up for humans sound like that those bird sounds.
Oh, wow.
But they slowed it down. It sounded like that. And
This
I'm like,
bird
man,
was scatting like a motherfucker.
what the point?
Oh,
the
well,
point
yeah, that
was,
too.
The point was the bird song was played with a swing feel, like okay, motherfucker, whatever. That shit's the major scale. That was like 1-7-1-2-3.
No kidding.
So the major scale, this sound that we have heard as human beings for as long as we've been a species, for 100,000 years, maybe even longer, this sound that we've been hearing is something that not only we hear, but other animals hear and understand as well. They're just doing it in a different way that we don't hear what they're doing, because it's different speeds,
Frequency.
pitches, frequencies,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
So man, that was some serious shit to consider, because that is like the cosmic consciousness kind of thing, where man, we truly are all connected on the same thing, and then to bring that kind of thing back to the riffs and rhythms type of riffs and rhythms podcast type of thing that we talk about here, man. Okay. So that rhythm, that swing feel that the bird was playing with, which was the point of the article. 4 1 2 3 4. That's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 2. That's 4. That's 4 4. So this fucking bird is
Told you
hearing-
everything was 4/4.
This fucking bird is hearing shit in 4/4 time, man. Why are birds hearing shit in 4/4 time? Why are presumably other animals hearing shit in 4/4 time? When okay, us as humans, the superior species, we have 5 digits on each hand. Our numerical systems are based on increments of 5 and 10. You know, the Roman numerals, you know, every 5 characters you start a new system. The Arabic numerals, every 10 digits you start a new system. We got 5 digits on one hand, we got 10 digits on 2 hands. So why is that the main numerical system when rhythm, which is also a numerical system, why is that in 4/4? Chambered heart.
Well, chambered heart, but we are bipedal locomotive
Yeah.
animals. Even if we're quadrupedal, it's a division of 2. It's an
the way-
addition
yeah,
of 2.
it's the way
So
that
you
we're built.
can't dance to a song in 5/4.
Well, we can't.
It has to be in 4/4. Like there are no pop tunes.
Okay,
in
hear
5/4.
me out. 5/4 is just 3 plus 2. 1 2 3.
But it's got to be a divide. It's got to be a division of 2. An addition of 2.
Those Balkan cats, they're all like just subdivided to long short. So 5/4 is just long short. 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2.
We can do 3, and I can't explain 3. But dance music is in 4/4 because we got 2 legs, and we're going back and forth.
Well, 3.
I've
you
seen
can-
people dance to
3,
shit you wouldn't believe.
What's the opposite of subdivide?
To what? What?
So 3 you can like over divide into 4, because 3 if you just think of the
Expand.
3 as a triplet.
Right.
1 2 3.
Well, then maybe that's it.
1,
Maybe that's
2,
why
3, 1,
waltzes
2,
work,
3,
because
1,
you're just
2,
thinking of
3,
it as
1,
a slow
2.
12/8.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Which is what the blues is. And that,
You break it down, right? Divide, right?
yes,
Putting
exactly.
3 in the space of 1.
No one said there'd be math involved in this shit, man.
We're mathing.
We're mathing. We're mathing. Putting up the math behind the musics.
Oh man, so yeah, this is a very deep conversation. I didn't expect this tonight, Adam. You know, again to get in. You know, I think
A knowledgeable,
Yeah,
educated
yeah.
musician.
Let's go fucking deeper, man. Let's go deeper.
So-
What else can we dig into?
do we want to save some for some after bonus content, or to wrap this segment up and then we'll keep rolling though?
Yeah, well, why not?
Yeah. Okay. Sure. So we'll all right. So let's
So
let's land. Yeah.
ultra
so-
depth is
yeah.
going to be for the Patreon.
Yeah, so Adam is going to teach us on over on the Patreon. Go check this out. Is how to smell and hear color through music.
And how to
I
jam
don't
bebop with
smell it.
birds.
I don't smell it. I hear the shapes.
Yeah, smelling
Yes.
smelling sound would be awkward.
Triangle. If he hears triangles, he knows it's Rush music because it's 3.
Because YYZ, man, those are the 3 points of the triangle. The Y and the Y are the bottom points. The Z is the top point. Obviously, how are you not hearing that?
It's right there. It's so out there in the open.
That's why YYZ has a triangle part.
That's right. It's the name of the airport.
Is it YYZ Airport? Is that the name of Toronto Airport? You kidding?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Seriously? Oh, that's a Rush thing for sure.
Fact check me.
Toronto Airport. What are the 3 digits for
Yeah.
Toronto Airport?
Hold on. He's got to get his other 20 computers he's got over there.
I can look at this.
Where'd Ullman go? I thought he was your...
His girlfriend must have
yeah,
called him again.
yeah.
Which airport?
Toronto International Airport. Just YYZ code.
Why was the airport code is Toronto Pearson International Airport?
Shut the fuck up.
That is-
Oh, you didn't know that?
That's a Rush
Oh.
trivia thing.
Wait, you're not a Rush hardcore then,
I'm not
man.
a Rush. I never. I know
All right.
the hits. I never got super into Rush. Wait.
How much extra is it to have your airport named after the biggest band in your town?
They changed
wait,
it. Actually, they changed it for Rush.
Did they really?
No.
I believe it.
Wait,
Rush is kind of
okay.
big.
I know
don't
they're-
know who's
yeah.
fucking with me and who's not fucking.
No,
with
why?
me.
Why? I just Googled it. Toronto Airport's 3-digit code is YYZ.
And is that because of the Rush song,
I didn't see that, but
or was the Rush song
maybe
named?
Rush named it after the airport. Ooh. Which
I mean,
came
Rush-
first,
The chicken
Rush
or the-
is a very-
chicken or the airport?
Well, okay. So to be fair, dinosaurs were hatching from eggs millions of years before.
I know the egg
birds
definitely came first.
Were happening. So I would say the egg came first. The more pertinent question is which came first, the chicken salad sandwich or the egg salad sandwich?
No, I would say which came first, the chicken or the rooster? I would say the rooster.
I definitely can go for Chick-fil-A right now. All right, anyway, so...
Which came first, the chicken or the road that it's crossing?
That's right.
And why did it cross
Yeah.
it?
Why'd the baby cross the road? Because it's stapled to the chicken.
Wow. All right.
No,
let's...
that was why. Why did the punk rocker cross the road? Because he had a chicken stapled on.
All right, folks. This has been a great podcast. Adam, yes. This
Oh,
is...
shit, we're doing that?
No, this is great, man. I'm
So
glad...
I gotta. You were telling some Irish jokes a while ago. I gotta tell this one. This is my favorite. So these 2 Irishmen walk out of a bar. Hey, it could happen.
Oh, so... All right, so...
Theoretically.
So real
Hasn't been tested.
quick here, Adam. What shows you got coming up here in August timeframe? You know, anywhere in the month here?
August.
Yeah.
Let's see. The 9th of August, the Adam Douglas Band will be performing at Council Oak inside of the Hard Rock Casino, which is in Davie, Florida. It's maybe a 40, 50-minute drive max from the West Palm Beach area, so it's totally worth it. This is the Guitar Hotel. You're going to go listen to
You can't miss it.
guitar-based music in a guitar hotel, guitar-shaped building, a guitar hotel. There's nothing much better than that in life, and it's the spot we're playing, Council Oak. It's a great steakhouse. You can get your filet mignon. They display like what cuts of meat you can get out front, and that would be the next performance to go check out.
Okay, there you go. Go down to Hard Rock. Spend on a Friday.
This is Saturday, August 9th.
Okay, so all right, it's a nice little day trip there.
Saturday. That's not going to be too bad traffic.
That's actually the day after I play at the Seminole Casino in
That's
Brighton.
funny.
Perfect. So we can do a tour, a road trip, if you will.
Yes.
Get the heads going from.
We'll
from
put
one
some ass in
location
my
to the-
performance, and you can get some Kevin in your performance.
Put some acid in my performance.
some Doug Glass.
Oh, I thought you were saying acid,
Oh no, I don't
like
do
the
that.
psychedelic.
Hey, not anymore.
No thanks.
Not on Tuesdays.
They didn't invite me.
Yeah,
That's why there's no
he'll
acid.
show up. Devin's the in-house pharmaceutical expert. Anyway, thank you, Adam, for coming on. Yeah, this has been great, man.
Thank you for having me. This has been such a blast, such
Yeah.
a great time. I have thoroughly enjoyed talking shit with you guys.
Yeah.
and happy to do it again anytime.
Yeah.
And I might say it's great to meet you.
Likewise.
Yeah, this is exactly what the show is always been about: is a band hang, musician hang, shooting the shit, talking about some crazy stuff, and sharing some very deep stuff. And this is exactly was one of those episodes.
This
Yes.
may have if you're not a musician and you're watching this podcast, this is basically what a rehearsal is like with a band. Except, if there's a pause for like more than a second, just picture there's like a poorly played tune.
Yeah,
in
we
that
even
sense.
had
And then-
one of the people walk outside to talk to their girlfriend. Oh, I'm sorry, we're not done, dear.
And you have the guy over here selling everything's 4/4.
Yeah.
It's just like a rehearsal.
Yeah,
It was.
very
That's a good
true.
analogy.
So, yeah. But we'll hang a little bit more and we'll do a little extra bonus content to throw out there in Patreon.
Bonus
Yeah.
content. We're going to go even deeper into
We're
the
gonna go
musical,
deeper,
the
that's right.
theoretical
You said
musical
I wasn't
aspects.
I wasn't gonna have to take any clothes off.
Well,
lied.
Yeah, so that's now for the OnlyFans stuff.
Yeah, we might lose fans with that.
Yeah.
You never know.
All right, well, cool. Yeah, let's wrap this up, man.
All right,
Episode 95.
95. What in the heck are we going to do in 5 episodes for our 100th? We need to get some people dressed in gold Egyptian outfits
You
with
better start fucking thinking.
Toga.
leaves and fanning.
We should do a toga episode.
A toga party episode.
I'm down.
Wow, that was quick.
It's happening now.
You
You spoke it into the universe.
Seriously, a toga party episode. We can review songs from the Animal House soundtrack,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
but if they're from Florida,
Making me wanna shout, shout. Oh, we just got banned.
Is that the one? And I always get Animal House and Blues Brothers mixed up. Is that the one where the band is playing behind the fence?
Blues
that's
Brothers?
Blues Brothers.
That's Blues Brothers. But the
Animal
one,
House is the one where they're in the college fraternity and
But isn't there a scene in Animal House involving a band where is this the one where the guy is like, oh yeah, I know the guy, he's totally my friend and he
Yeah,
won't-
yeah,
the
the
band
two
member
white boys
won't
went
talk
to
the
the-
two
right,
white guys go into this club on
Yeah.
the Chitlin circuit, and they're the only white people in there. And he's like,
See,
"Oh,
that's-
this my man!"
Oh, it is, yeah.
And he's like, "What?"
So
Everybody
that's
in the
what
whole
that's
bar
what I
is
get.
like,
That's where
"Wait
that's
a
the
minute."
that's the Venn diagram overlap of the Blues Brothers and Animal House for me.
Yeah,
There
for
you
me,
go.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the one scene where like a couple of big dudes come over and they go, "Do you mind if we dance with your dates?" And they hold their hand out, and like the girl's hand is like this big in their palm.
It may have been the guy at the truck stop.
Yeah, at least they're not offering showers.
Yeah, right. No, they don't even wait to say yes. They just tear the table out from the booth they're sitting in, put their hand out.
His name was Jermaine, and he was very nice.
Yes, that's right.
Oh my gosh. So, all right. So we got lots going on here. Thanks for tuning in here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, listen on the B3 Podcast Network. Follow us on the YouTube channels. We got a big event coming up August 19th with the Blues Jam here at Fort Pierce Public House. The next
Yes.
Travis Coast Blues Society. Be thinking about becoming a member, hang out. Great players, Ralphie and
Ralph E. and the
Jammers.
Jammers. They will be jamming with Ralph E.
yeah. So first is the performance, and then afterwards is an open jam. So if you think you got what it takes, come on up and hang out with us. And
Yeah, if you
we
can
got
hang.
some stuff and
hang with the
whole
big
lot of other
dogs.
great stuff going on. Treasure Coast Blues Society, IBC
Did you just
Challenge.
say the Treasure Coast Booze Society?
Yes,
I
yes.
want to open the first ever chapter.
That's right. Well,
of the
yeah,
Treasure Coast
we're
Booze
expanding.
Society.
Don't tell Lena. Shh.
It would be it would be a symbiotic relationship with
Of
the Treasure
course.
Coast
You'll be the
Blues
president,
Society.
president of the Booze Society's vice president
Yeah,
of the Blues.
and then we're going to
not-
branch off
yes.
into the Treasure Coast Boob Society.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So.
I'll be a supporter of that.
All right. Thanks for tuning in, folks. We will see you next week with Sweet Release and our good buddy Brian.
Brian Red Shoe Show.
That's right. So tune in there. So thanks for tuning in here. Cheers.
Cheers.